Naya, hijab ka wag. Mind your business. Mind your business. I'm not wearing it for you. Shula. I'm gonna need you to settle down. Settle down. Hey guys, in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about my Ancestry DNA results compared to my 23andMe DNA results that are finally in, as well as talking about the giveaway. I'm still giving away a 23andMe kit, so click the links and all that junk. Stay tuned. Hey guys! Every video I try to remember to speak in Somali at least a little bit, and then I forget. So giga wafiri done disme korlakin. Mogad ifam don't. If that made any sense to anyone. As you've seen, many Somali YouTubers say they're not that good at speaking Somali. I'm one of those. So you're welcome. Let's add to that. My 23andMe results. They actually asked me to send back in another sample because something happened with this sample I gave in. So it took a little bit longer. I'm sorry, but now they're here. I hope that's okay. So there is something that is called speculative and conservative, and I'll get into that in just a second. So 23andMe breaks everything down into just so many different things. Their platforms, you gotta take a good solid 30 minutes and just look at every individual thing because there's so many results you have, saturated fat and weight, lactose intolerance, everything. They just try to give you everything they can get from your DNA. So I do applaud them for that. But it is a little confusing. The most confusing part is what you guys want to find out, the Somali ancestry part. Yeah? You ready? I'm not going to tell you. Sorry. Just all that build up for nothing. I'm just kidding. Of course I'm going to tell you. Okay. See, my Ancestry DNA said that I was 41% Middle Eastern and 58% African, with a breakdown of 48% East Africa and 7% North Africa. And I had a little bit of trace regions of Pacific Islander and things like that. So the difference I'll show you is that 23andMe gives you options. They give you speculative and conservative, and that lets you move this little scale back and forth like this from 50% to 90%. And it automatically goes to 50%, which is speculative, right? So the definition of speculative is involving high risk of loss, just a risky, unsafe, uncertain, unpredictable. That's the definition I got when I typed in on Google. So this is going to be speculative. So let's start by moving the scale to 90, right? Conservative, and I get 41% Sub-Saharan Africa, which the breakdown is 48% East African, and then 1.3% Middle Eastern with 1% North African, and I have 57% unassigned. That is huge, okay? This is 90% conservative, which means this is what they know for a fact, 90% at least, which is higher than 50. This is where I get confused because you would think that you would follow 90% of accuracy, yeah? But when you move the scale to 80, the numbers get different. They go to 81% East Africa, and then you move it to 70, you got 85, then move it to 60%. This is going lower and lower and lower in accuracy, I can assume. And then all the way down to 50%, you get for me, 87.4% East African. So it's up to you guys to decide if you think that 50% speculative is enough for you, where it's just 50% accuracy. You don't care about the 90% or the 80% or anything in between. 50% is what they automatically give you, which is 50% accuracy. Okay, take this as you will, but I take it as I'm going to go with the 90 and say that 57% they don't know for sure. So that 57% could most definitely go into East African. It can most definitely go to Middle Eastern, North Africa. I'm not sure because this didn't give me enough accuracy. You get what I'm saying? So we're going to look into the reference sets for Africa and see how many they have and how many they have compared to something more different. If there's a larger reference set for Europe, then there is Africa. So for their reference sets, which means I can assume that it means how many samples they have from a certain area. Middle East and North African have 550 reference sets. So that's how many samples that just 23andMe has that they have access to for their system. They also have a public set that they go through and have, and that's also 176. So that seems like a big number, yeah, but let's see compared to Europe. They have 6,421. That is a lot compared to Middle Eastern and North Africa. So let's go to Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa. Whoa! They have less samples from Sub-Saharan Africa, the bottom part of Africa, to the left and the right and all over, right? They have less sets in their 23andMe sample box. They put all their samples in a box. That's what they're doing. Then they do North Africa and Middle Eastern. Well, that could also be because that's two different places. One's part of one continent and the other one's part of another continent. So maybe that's why there's more. But that's still only 228. They do have a public set, however, of 393. So altogether, what is that, like about 600 sets, 600 samples from Africa. And then they have about 600 samples from North Africa and Middle East, compared to 6,000 for European. So that they don't have that many sample sets. And I want to say Ancestry DNA has more sample sets. And I know a lot of people say that 23andMe is better. I personally, just from my experience, I like their map better. It's easier to navigate. It doesn't give me doubt. Like Ancestry DNA didn't give me a scale that said, you can pick 50% accuracy or 90% accuracy. They just gave it to me flat out, you know? So 23andMe, you have a scale, so you can choose. You can choose from here to here to here to here to here to here to her. So we're making babies everywhere, and then here I am. I think it's great. I think it's great. I think it's wonderful to find out more. And I am still giving away a 23andMe test. I wanted to get the video up to 100,000 views, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. It's gonna be fine. I'm still gonna give away the test. So we've got until the end of September. Keep sharing the video, keep sharing this video, whatever you wanna do. I'll link the video right here, actually. I'll link the video right here for the 23andMe test giveaway. So click that joint right there. Did I just say joint? What are we in 2007? Look at me. I'm wearing this. I'm saying joint. I'm a freaking time machine. Why hey, Gurtan wa walati. Why hey.